Hey everybody, Trainer Joe here. I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons to stay overweight. We've never done that before, but I want to be real with you, and there are some reasons that you may want to do that, and want to look at them today. Top 3, number 1 is to stay overweight, you don't have to do anything. So let's say you're already 50 pounds overweight. Why would you want to stay overweight? Well, because to lose weight, you'll have to do something. To stay overweight, you don't have to do anything. Just continue living your life the way you're living it. Nothing has to change. That's number 1. Number 2 reason to stay overweight is the extra weight provides you with insulation or warmth. I remember I was working with Keith. He lost 85 pounds, and he and I just happened to be at a men's retreat at the same time, and I was on my way to one of the sessions, and he was running back to his cabin, and I said, Keith, where are you going? He said, it's cold in there. I'm freezing. I'm going back to get my jacket. That was new to him. 85 pounds of insulation was gone off his body. So one reason to stay overweight is you won't need as many jackets. My mom is just 5'6", 125 pounds, and she will complain about getting cold quite easily. So this is one of her favorite jackets. Look at this. I love it. It's like a polar bear jacket. So what she has to do when the temperature slightly chills is wear a jacket. So you don't want to have to wear as many jackets like my mom does. Just stay overweight. Number 3, the last one, we're moving along quick here, is one reason to stay overweight is you have less chance of being kidnapped. Lowers your risk, and I've got a few examples here. Here's Jessica. She's down 100 pounds. So when she was 100 pounds heavier, she was much safer from being abducted or kidnapped. Now, not so much. One guy probably determined to get her, toss her in a van. There you go. That's terrible. But that's why we're pointing this out. You want to lower your risk of that happening to you. Here's Missy. When she was on the heavier side 60-something pounds ago, somebody comes to get her, sit down. It's going to be a job for him. Now, look at her little thing. They can just toss her in the van and go. Or Marty. Marty here, you see him when he was larger. I don't know how big he was, but you can imagine somebody coming in and saying, man, I got to kidnap this guy. And they look at Marty, and it's like, all Marty really has to do is sit down. One guy is not going to be able to pick him up and take him out. They're going to need a team. Most kidnappers do not operate in teams like that. So now you see him now with his weight loss. Now he's vulnerable. 1 or 2 guys grabbing hold of him, they got him. Now he's going to have to use his skills, as you can see he was in the Army, to fight these guys off. You don't want to have special skills fighting guys off. Keep the weight, sit down. You're safe. You're not going to get the call from Liam Neeson for Taken 4. They've done Taken 1, 2, and 3. They're not going to call you and say, hey, we need somebody for Taken 4. You're too big. You're safe. Here's my mom. It's my daughter walking my mom out to the front porch, I believe. And mom, 5'6", 125 pounds. Let's say my daughter decided, I'm going to kidnap this lady. She probably could. 5'6", 125 pounds. Now, I was going to show you somebody, my mom's 89 years old, an 89-year-old that's obese, but I couldn't find any. You know why? They're dead. Charles Barkley recently lost a lot of weight, and people are like, how'd you do it? What happened? He said, I went to my doctor, and she said, hey, if something doesn't change, it's not looking good. And he's like, what do you mean? She said, there aren't any old fat people. You just look at this way you want to look at it, but I'm giving you 3 reasons to keep the extra weight. If you decide, I really don't want to keep the weight for those 3 reasons, then join me in a 21-day transformation. We put the link in the descriptions because you need to remember, train your brain and transform your body.